Hi everyone, Salesforce Admin Training Day 44. Let's see what we are going to learn today. We'll quickly go through the previous session overview and we'll talk about the reports and dashboard. What is the reports use case, and we will see assignment and how to do the field filtering in the reports, how to apply the cross-object filtering in the reports, and row limit in the reports. How can we restrict the row limit? Summary report and joint report. We'll see the trial head and today's interview question. So, reports and dashboard. Usually, in any general situation, in any company, either every quarter, every 3 months, or every year, end of the year, right? Managers would like to see the report. How much sale has been done in this year compared to last year? Is there additional sale which we have done it? Is it decreased or increased? Any new customers in this year? How much of the sale has been done in this year? Everything we will see in the. So they will be seeing into the reports and dashboard. So reports and dashboard to utilize, basically these are used to understand how the sale has happened, or how much profit did we get it, or what is the service, how many services we have done it. To understand, we will go for a reports and dashboard. Reports are containing the records details. Reports are containing the record details that can be associated to the one object, or it can be associated to the multiple object. You take any report in the Salesforce, any report can be, it is associated to the record details. You can implement a report for single object or a multiple object. Salesforce provided the two features, which are a report builder and report scheduler. We will see the what is report builder and what is the report scheduler. Report scheduler is basically, there is a report that is created, but every month every end of the month we wanted to send an email to the manager, which is a repeated work. Whenever there is a repeated work on the reports, we usually schedule the reports. And also in the reports we have like report is containing the objects, fields, and filter condition, format of the data. Also we can implement a charts. Take notes of it. Okay. So reports are used to create a report, where in the report it has a record details. So while creating the object, like, can I create a report for every object? Is that the question? Can I create a report for every object? May not be for every object, because while creating the object, we check allow reports. Wherever the object is having the allow reports checkbox is true, then only we can create a reports. If in case while creating the object, if I do not specify the allow reports, then we cannot create a reports. And there are different type of reports are there. Tabular report, summary report, matrix report, join report. And each report should get the resides into the report folder. That means whenever we are creating the report, make sure you put into the one folder. So let's take an example of it. Like we have a sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, right? Now marketing cloud reports are different, sales service cloud reports are different, sales cloud reports are different. Now I can combine all the reports and put it into the single public link, right? So in that case, what I can do is I can create a separate folder for marketing. Only marketing related reports, I'll keep it into that folder. Only marketing related one will be keep it into that folder. If it is a sales related, if it is a sales cloud related reports, if it is a sales cloud related reports, then all the sales cloud related reports, I'll put it into the sales folder. I'll keep it into the sales folder. So in any case, in future, if I wanted to review any report, so first I need to see that whether that report is part of sales, service, or marketing. If it is a sales, I will open up the sales folder, and in this folder, I'll be having a reports. I'll be having a reports. Now, folders also, there are different type of folders are there. There are different type of folders. So one is unfilled public report, my personal report. Also, we can create our own folder. There are different type of folders are there. Public report, my personal report, and we can also create our own custom field. Now, first two are by default available within the Salesforce. First two are by default available within the Salesforce. Public report is nothing but everybody can see the reports that are exist within this folder. Within this folder, what are the reports are there? Everybody can see the report. My personal is only I can see. Whoever is creating the report, only that person can be seen. It is restricted at the person level. It is restricted at the person level. Whoever is created, only that person can see the report. Public means everybody can see the report. Or else you can create your own folder and mention what kind of a sharing do you need. Do you want the publicly available, private, or whatever the access you want on this folder, you can specify the access at that folder level. Now take a notes of it. Done. Okay. Now, report configuration parameter will store inside the database and report folder. Now, whenever you are creating a report, remember that reports are purely real-time data. It's a real-time data. Whatever the report you are creating it contains the real-time data. It contains the real-time data. It cannot contain the old data. Report does not contain the old data. It always take the whatever the latest value, the real-time value is there, only it will take the real-time data, the current data, it will take it and it will display into the report. And reports can be produced maximum of 2000 records inside each report. Could be a tabular report, could be a summary report, could be a joint report, or could be a different type of report. Like we have a two types of report. One is a tabular report, summary report, matrix report, and the joint report. Any of the report, if you are creating it, maximum it can go over up to 2000 records inside it. To include more than 2000 records, we need to schedule a report. If you schedule a report, the report will be generated and it will send you the report list. But on at that point, when you are reviewing the report, it might maximum it go to the 2000 records. And there are two types of reports: standard report, custom report. Standard report, custom report. Now let's see the scenario. Let's see scenario. Take a notes of it, then we'll see the scenario. Now let's move on. Now let's go to the Salesforce. In the Salesforce, we have a reports and dashboards. There are two tabs are there, reports and dashboard. I will show you in the classic as well as the light view. We have a reports and dashboard. If you click on a reports, there are few things are available here. It is asking you to create a new report. Create a new report. The second one is it is asking to create a new folder. And first of all, layout is divided into the two sections here. One is the left side, we have all the different reports are there. All the different reports are there. And in center, what are the reports you have created? You can see all the report name and which folder it is. This is the report name and which folder it is and who has created it and when it has been created, right? What if there are any description, what is the description here? What is the description? And on the report level, we have a settings. On the report level, we have a setting icon. This is basically select a fields to display. If you want to select a field to display anything, or if you want to reset the column width. Now this is I have adjusted something. Right, like this I have moved it. In case if you wanted to reset the width, you can click on just reset the width. And this time, this side, left side, you can see all the created by me. What are the reports that are created by me? You can click on the created by me. Or if you wanted to see all the private reports, the one which are I have created and those are private reports. Or the one which are public report, that means usually available for everybody. So if you wanted to see those reports, if you wanted to see all the reports, including the private, public, right? Whatever the access that I have, all the reports I wanted to see. These are the reports. And bottom you have a folder. On top you have a reports details. And at the bottom you have a folder details. You have a folder details. Now if you wanted to see all the folders, if you wanted to see all the folders, now click on here, what are the folders are available within the Salesforce. It is going to show all the folders. Otherwise, if you wanted to see only the one which I have created, only that folder I wanted to see, click on created by me. Only it will show the folder that you have created. Otherwise, whatever it is shared with me, there are folders that are created by another user or another member, and they have shared the folders to me. In case if you wanted to see those records, you can click on shared with me. Or else, if you click on all favorites is nothing but sometimes there are 100 reports are there. Out of 100 reports, what client does is only 2 reports they will make it as a favorite. In that case, as soon as they check the favorite, all the favorite reports will be displayed here. This is in the Lightning. Let's go to the Classic. In the Classic, we have a reports. Now the tab bar is called reports. Now here also we have a creating a new report, and dashboard we can create it at the same place. Within the reports only I can create a dashboard. Here I have a new report creation. New folder creation is here. New folder creation is here. Now this new folder creation is, when I click on this, it is going to tell me that do you want to create a report folder or do you want to create a dashboard folder? Because in the Classic, dashboards and reports can be created in the same reports, whereas in Lightning you can create only reported related. Now here this icon is going to give me the report folder. By default, all the folders will be displayed here. And in the left side, you can see the public folder, or else my personal, what are the custom reports, or my personal dashboard. And these are the different folders. Einstein report related folders these are. And if you wanted to see the reports that are related to these are the different reports. These are the different folders. Altogether, these are the folders. So in the Classic, whatever it is displaying is this side is all of these are folders. All these are folders. Now, if I click on this folder, within this folder, it is going to show me the different reports. That is by default, it is available. Salesforce is providing these reports. These all are folders. When you click on this folder, within the folder, possible there is a one report or a multiple reports. This is provided by the Salesforce. By default, they have provided the reports. Now, in case if you want to create a report, in case you want to create a report in Classic, click on here, new report. Click on new report. When you click on a new report, it will take you to the next session. Now, next screen. Now, here, what I'm doing is I'm selecting the report type. Report types are almost similar to the I cannot say one object, but it is report types are where it is referring the multiple object. Could be possible one object or could be possible multiple objects. And when you click on the report type is nothing but which object related report are you creating it. Report type is nothing but which object report type, which object related you are creating the report. Which object related you are creating the report. Now here I will click on I wanted to create a accounts. Now if I open this folder, within this I just want to create a accounts. Based on the selection of this, left side, the right side gets changed. The right side, this side is gets changed. If I change in the left side, now how the report will be displayed? Now this is going to give you the preview. If I select this one, this is the contact report. If I select the account with partner, now this is how the data will be displayed. So it is going to give us the clue how the data will be displayed if you create the report. Now here at the bottom, you have a create button. So click on the create. Now once you click on the create button, now this is the builder. This is the report. Type is a account. Report type is a account. It is not saved yet. The report is not saved. Now we are just building the report right now. We are building the report. Now this side, the left side is you can see all the fields that are available within the account. All the fields that are available within the account. Account general fields, account address fields, account home packs URL fields, account custom information fields, account custom information fields. Now if you want to, in case if you are not able to find here, for example, I wanted to search industry. Now search here industry. Now industry is, I can find it and I can drag it here, right? Or if I wanted to place it here, or if I wanted to place it here, just hold this icon and move it to the wherever you want. Move it to the wherever you want. So whatever the field that you want, you can select those fields from here, drag it onto the table. Now here, what type of a table? Now here, what type of a table, what type of a report it is? Now it says that it is a tabular format. There are four types are there: tabular, summary, matrix, joint. Sometimes in the interview also they will ask what are the different report types we have. So we have a tabular format, summary format, matrix format, joint format. These are the different type of report formats we have it. Right now we are viewing into the report form, tabular format, tabular format. Now beside that you have a show option. Show option. In case if this detail option is not enabled, you cannot see the details, record details. The data, it will not show. If you click on these details, then only you can see the data. Then only you can see the data. In case if you want to remove all the columns from here, just click on this remove all the columns. Now, on the top section, above the preview, now we have something called filter. We have something called filter. Now, what is this filter? Filter is, first of all, I'll go to the date field. Date field. That means it is asking me that, do you want to see the reports that are created on 24th till now? Or else, do you want to see all the records? It's up to created date is instead of a custom, let's say all time. In case if I say all time, then that means from the beginning, whenever the org is created from that point up to right now, how many records are created, all the records we are going to display it. Now if you say custom, custom is from, let's say I'm going to create a custom from January 1st to January 30th. Only between that, I wanted to see the reports, the records which are the records that are created in between the 1st Jan to 30th Jan. 30th Jan. So no records are created. Or else if you wanted to create a current physical year. Current physical year is nothing but entire year, whatever the records are created, all the records will be displayed. Or else, if you want to display previous physical year, that means previous year is nothing but 2022. Whatever the records are created within the 2022, show me all the records. Right now there are no records because we have not created the org at all. Now, otherwise, if you want to create a current quarter, what are the current quarter is there? Do you wanted to see how many records are created in the current quarter? Or if you wanted to see current and previous quarter, that means 014 to the 30th 09/2023. What are the records are created, it is going to show. So this is date field is what are the records that you wanted to see in the report, the range of it, the date range. It is basically a date range. What is the range of records, the date range you wanted to see? Do you want to see all the records? Do you wanted to see on the specific date range? You wanted to see on the specific date range only, that will be available. Let's say if I say all time, basically by default it is going to show all the records. And on top you have something called show. You have a show option. Show field is there. Show is nothing but do you wanted to see only the records that is created by you or only the records that are created by all the team members? Do you wanted to see only the records that is created by you or you wanted to see all the records? Especially or you wanted to see the accounts that are created by my team. Which are the filter you wanted to apply, you can click on. If you say all accounts, now you can see all the accounts. In developer addition, you will not see much difference between the my accounts and the all accounts because you have only one credentials. There is no other users are involved in the developer addition. Now in the real time, in one org, it is possible that 10 developers or 5 admin members or 4 business analysts and the 2 architect might be involved here, right? Everybody has a access to this user. Now in this case, the developer might create a few accounts. Admin can create a few accounts. Now business analyst will create a few accounts, architect will create a few accounts. In that case, if you say my account, if you are a developer, only the developer accounts, it is whatever you have created it, only those records are displayed. And it is also depending on the security. If the security says private, that means show me only the records that are related to that are created by them. If it is a public, my account will show only the accounts that are associated to this profile. It will show all those. Now, in case if you say all accounts, I wanted to see all the accounts. What are the accounts in my org? Whoever is created, all the accounts I wanted to see. So in that case, you can select the all the accounts. All the accounts. Let's say all accounts. Now on top filter. In case if you want to apply any filter, then you can add a filter. Now that we will see later. Now click on here run report. Click on run report. When I click on a run report, now here you can see the report is generated, right? Account list report. Report generation status is completed. Report options, there is nothing is there. Show all accounts. Date field is custom, right? We have especially mentioned as a all time. So there is no from and to address. So basically it will display all the records. And then you can see all the records that are available inside the Salesforce. So I have a 42 records. So all 42 records it is displaying it. All 42 records it is displaying it. Now account owner, account name, type, rating, industry, last activity, last modified by, billing state, all this data is displayed here. All this data is displayed. Now, in case if you wanted to export this report, I wanted to export the report to the local system. Now, in that case, what you can do is you can click on the export details. What I have done, there is a button called export details. There is a button which is available on the report which is called as a export details. Export details. Now I have here export details. If I click on that export detail, what will happen is it will take me to the next screen. It is asking me that I am going to export in XLS, but do you want in the XLS or a CSV file? Which are the format you want? Usually we will take it as a CSV file. You can take it as an XLS file also. That should be totally fine. And what is the file encoding? Do you want ISO, standard Latin, or you want a Unicode UTF-8, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, or any other format you want, you can take it. So by default, I'm taking the whatever the Salesforce is providing it. So I'm taking that. Click on export. Now once it is exported, let's open the spreadsheet XLS file. Now here you can see all the account owner, account name, type, rating, industry, last activity, last modified by billing. How many records it is doing? Till 42 records it is giving me. Till 42 records it is giving me. And below that, if you observe, there is a privacy information it is sharing. Privacy information it is sharing. What is this privacy information? Now, my records are up to here. My records are up to here. But below that, it is giving me that account list report. Copyright 2000 to 2023 salesforce.com in all right reserved. Confidential information do not distribute. Generated by April batch, Samskar ID. Some confidential information it is displaying it. In case if you do not want this information, in case if you do not want this information, I do not want to display this information in the whenever I am exporting the report. I do not want to see this data whenever we are exporting the reports and reports to the local system. In that case, you have the option called reports and dashboard settings. Reports and dashboard settings. And here you have a one option. Here you have a one section which is called as a confidential information disclaimer settings. So that means in case if you wanted to exclude some format in the report lightning experience, or do you want even in the classic also, whenever you are running the pages or exporting it, do you want to exclude that? So yes, I wanted to exclude the confidential information. Now click on that save. No, it is saved. Now again I'll click on it, just refresh this. Click on export details. Again export it. Let's open the record. Now, this is the report, and after 42 line or 43 line, it is not displaying any data. Previously, it was displaying the data after 43 line. Now, we are not receiving that data. Right? So, in case if you do not want to receive those kind of a data, what you can do is in the reports and dashboard settings, you can enable the configuration option. The configuration option is two options you have to check it. Reports and dashboard settings. There you have it. Exclude disclaimer format from the format report export in Lightning Experience. Similarly, exclude disclaimer from the report run the pages from the printable view, pages in the Salesforce classic. So these both should be enabled. Either you do the export from the Lightning or you do the export from the classic. Both the times I do not want to display that confidential information. Now that's about the export. Now next one is you have a printable view. Printable view. If you click on a printable view, if you click on printable view, now printable view is also, it is opening up the printable view. Now let me open this. Now printable view will be different format. Now printable view will have a, on top level you have a some kind of a information generated by April batch, Samskar ID and the information. And this is the grand total. This is how printable view looks like. Normally export does not have on top anything. You are just exporting it. You are just exporting it. So if you print this CSV, this XLS file, what will happen? It will just print the report. But what are the printable view format is there? It will on top, it will give you information and then show all accounts, and it is going to print it, and grand total is it is going to give us the 42 reports. So this is the printable view. Printable view also it will export into the CSV file, XLS file. Export into the XLS file. And after that, we have one more button which is called as a save as. This is basically if you want to save the report. Now, so far we have created a report, but I have not saved the report. I have not saved the report. Let's say this report name is all accounts. All accounts. And report description, if you want to add any report description, you can click on the report description, all accounts. And here report folder is my personal custom reports or public reports, right? Einstein board reports. What are the folders are there? Those all folders it is giving. If I specify my personal custom reports, it will be visible to only me, right? So let's say that my personal custom report. Or else if you want to visible for everybody, click on this public reports. And here click on a save button. Once it is clicked on a save button, now I can see here all accounts is created. All accounts is created, which is a folder is unfiled public report. Now if I click on unfiled public report, I can see those two reports. And if I click on my personal custom reports, I cannot see any reports here. Right? So here, this is how the reports will be displayed in the specific folder. Now here you have a action, customize, delete, export. In case if you want to delete a report, you can delete it. If you want to export the report, you can export it. Or if you want to customize it, that means you wanted to modify the report, you can click on this. Either you can click on a customize or you can directly click on this all accounts. Right? When you click on all accounts, it will run a report. But when you click on a customize, when you click on a customize, when you click on a customize, it will take you to the edit page. When you click on a customize, it will go to the edit page. Now, let's say run. Now, for example, if you want to modify records, I wanted to modify this record. I wanted to update the rating. I wanted to update the rating. Can I modify it? Right? In Classic, it is not possible. In Classic, it is not possible. Now, for example, I wanted to open this account. Now, just right click, open in new tab. You can directly open that account in the new tab. Or else, if you click on this tab here, it will be redirected to the same page will be redirected to that specific account report. If you want to open any account, you can just click on that account, right click, open in the new tab. This is in the Classic. This is in the Classic. Now let's see in the Lightning. Now let's go to the reports. In the reports, I'll click on a new report. I'll click on new report and I'm creating the same accounts report. I'm creating it. Now you can choose it here all. That means if you choose the category all, you can see all the report types this side. You can see all the report types this side. Now, for example, I wanted to create a report which was related to the account. Now choose this report type account. Report type is nothing but which object type report you wanted to create it. Which object report you wanted to create it. Once you select it, here the right side it will show start report. Click on start report and these are the fields which are available. These are the fields which are available. Total 70 fields are there. Now click on a start report. Once you click on the start report, now here the left side is going to show you the all the fields, filter, right? Everything will be shown, and in this side it will be report details. Right now, how many records it is showing? It is showing only one record. In order to modify that, just click on a filter here. Just click on a filter. When you click on a filter, now here you have a created date. Click on this created date. Instead of created date custom, let's specify all time. Let's apply. Let's apply this. Once you apply it, this will be grayed out. This will be grayed out. So just click on here on top, refresh. When you refresh it, you can see the records. Right now it is showing the 29 records. Right now it is showing the 29 records because show my accounts is it just showing my account. I wanted to see all the accounts. I wanted to see all the accounts. Now select all the accounts, click on a refresh. Now it is showing the 42 records. Now it is showing the 42 records. Now in case if you want this preview to be automatically updated, click on this. Click on this, enable this. Now for example, if I change it again, all accounts to my account, apply. Now immediately the report gets updated. You need not to click on refresh. This toggle button has to be on. Now again I am modifying my accounts to all accounts. Apply. Immediately it is getting updated. Now this is about the filter. Now here outline. Now what are the fields that you wanted to see here? The columns. I do not want a last activity. Remove it. I do not want a last modified. Remove it. Let's say I wanted to add an industry. Let's add the industry. And building state, I wanted to place it into the last. So just hold that field, which are the field you wanted to modify, just hold that field, drag it onto the bottom. The order of displaying the columns into the table. And that's about the column. Now, in case if you wanted to add a field, you can directly click here, search for a field. Search for a field. For example, I wanted to add an account revenue. Add the account revenue, it will display. Or else, if you wanted to see what are the fields are available, here click on this. There is a one option is available here. There is a one option which is called as a fields. There is one option which is called as a field. Click on this field. Now here once you click on this field, now you can see all the fields that are available inside the account. All the fields I wanted to add. For example, I wanted to add an active. Now select this. Right? I wanted to bring this. Now these are only if you wanted to see what are the fields that are available. If you wanted to search here, you can search active. Now this is available. Now I wanted to add it at the after the type. Now I can add it here. You can add it here. Like that, if you want to display, you can display the information. Now, if you want to save a record, you can click on the save button here or else change the report name here itself. In order to change the report name, you can click on this pencil icon, you can change it. For example, I'm saving the report. So report name is Lightning All Accounts. This is the report unique name and the folder I'm going to keep it into the private report, or else if you wanted to change the folder, you can change it. Now here let's say all folder. Now these are the folders are there. Private report, these are the folder. Public, these are there. For example, all folder. I wanted to create my own folder. Let's create a folder here. Let's say sales folder. Click on save. Select the folder. Now I have placed into the folder called sales folder. Click on save. Now the report is created. Now let's say save and run. Now I'm clicking on save and run. Now I can see total 42 records and the revenue is this much. And account owner, all the names, all what are the columns that we have added, all the columns get added here. Right? For example, I wanted to update this record. Industry, I wanted to update. So click on this. Now, if you click on this, nothing is happening. Now, in case if you wanted to edit the record at the report level itself, you wanted to edit the record at the report itself, then here one option is called enable field editing. Click on this enable field editing. Now, there is a icon will be enabled. Now, I'll say here industry equal to agriculture. And the next one, I'll say industry equal to, let's say, engineering or a banking. And the next one is also banking. Like this, I can keep on updating the each record within the report. I can update it. I can update the record and click on save. Now these records are saved. These records are saved. Now I can see there are multiple records who has a banking. Now in case if you wanted to modify the rating, you can modify the rating here. Let's say 1. And this is code. Click on save. Right, the records are updated. If you switch off this, no, I cannot. No, you cannot switch off this. You cannot switch off this. This is only for enabling it. You cannot turn off the field enabling part. You cannot deactivate it. If I click on this, it will not be deactivated. No. In case if you wanted to add it to the campaign or a dashboard, we will see later. If you want to delete, export, here also you have an option called export. If you click on export, it will be exported to the, it is asking that do you want to export in the format report or do you want in detail? In detail you want. Let's say I want in the details. Now click on report. Export. Now it is exported. Click on open. And this is a exported report. And it is displaying up to 42 reports. And that's about in the Lightning. Any questions so for creating a report in Lightning or a Classic? Okay. In case if you want to apply a filter, for example, I wanted to display the account only the industry equal to banking. I wanted to display the records only banking accounts I wanted to display. I want to display only banking accounts. I do not want to display any other accounts. Now in that case, what I'll do is let's click on the edit report. Click on edit. Now here you have a option filter and then click on here the button. In the filter there is an option called filter will be there here. Now click on this filter. I wanted to update this industry. Click on this filter. Now let's say I wanted to apply here industry. Now select here industry equals to banking. Apply. So what I have done here, filter, I have added the field and then I have mentioned here industry equal to banking. That means showing only the records that are industry equal to banking. Industry equal to banking. Click on save and run. These are the banking records. Total 9 records and the annual revenue is $65,000. So that's how we will be applying the filter. Filter is either you can directly add it here, click on the edit button. If you click on a filter, it will ask you that industry equal to banking. For example, I do not want a banking. I want a agriculture. Let's click on apply. Now this is the agriculture one. This is agriculture one. Now let's save this record. Click on this arrow button, save. This is agriculture records. For example, I wanted to change the name of the report because this is the agriculture accounts. It's not all accounts. Click on here pencil icon. I'll say here lighting agriculture accounts. Click on save. Perfect. So let's take a assignment. Implement or a generate a tabular report. Implement a tabular report to display all customers associated with warm rating. Associated with warm rating. Take a assignment. Done. Taken the notes. Okay. Now let's move on. Another assignment. Generate a tabular report to display all the leads associated with web lead source. Web lead source. Generate a tabular report to display all the leads associated with web lead source. Taking the notes. Okay. Let's move on. Reports. Also, while creating the report, we can add a required filter to be used to restrict the records to visible inside the report. Instead of seeing all the reports, I can restrict it. How can I restrict it? There are three ways of restriction. One is field filter, which we have just now done it. Instead of seeing all the 42 records, I just wanted to see only the industry equal to agriculture. Right, only those records I wanted to see. So that is the one way of filtering it. And the second one is a row limit. Second one is row limit. Now we'll see that row limit and then cross object filter. These three different type of filterings are there. Three different type of filterings are there. One is a field filter, row limit filter, cross object filter. Take a notes of it. Now, let's move on field filters. Field filters are, by using this approach, we can add the filter based on the field exist inside the object. The one which we have done right now. So we can apply the filter and here I can add the filter and then based on this, whatever the right, we can add the filters based on the fields that is exist inside the object. I can apply a filter only on the fields that are exist inside the object. Example, rating equal to hot, industry equal to finance, or annual revenue is greater than 45,000, or else active equal to yes. Only these things which I can do it. Only these things which I can do it, right? So by using the field filtering, what are the fields are there at the object level? By using that, I can put a filter. By using that, I can put a filter. Take a assignment here, configure the tabular format to represent only active customers. Only active customers. This is also the assignment. Configure a table report to represent only the active customers. Done. Taken the notes. Is anybody taking the notes or not? If you guys are not taking, then I'll move on. Okay. Now, next thing is that cross object filters. Cross object filters. By using this feature, what we can do, we can create a report on the object where we can add the conditions on the related object. Cross object filtering. Cross object filtering is now cross object filtering is nothing but, for example, I have an account. Account is connected to the contact, opportunity, order, cases, right? These are the related object. Now, if you wanted to see the accounts which are associated with the contact, only those records that you wanted to see. Only those records that you wanted to see. That means cross object is nothing but there is a relation between the two objects, and if the data is present between the two objects, then only display the record. If you want those scenarios. In that case, what you can do is you can click on this, click on the add cross filter. Click on add cross filter. When you click on here arrow button, add cross filter. Now you can see here account. It is showing me the account with. I can say that, okay, show me the accounts which are associated with the cases. That means what are the accounts that are associated with the cases? Only those records I wanted to see. Similarly, contact. That means account with contact. Only show me the records that are having the contacts. Only show me the records that are having the contacts. Click on apply. Now only 3 records are, only 4 records are there that are associated with the contact. Let's see that. Click on run. Now let me open this account. There are 2 contacts in this. Let's similarly, I have it. formal code and the del, and so there is another one is also there, but this does not have a name to it. This is a total. Basically, this is total of it. It's not a record. Now let's open another two records. This is also associated to the contact. This one also has a contact. So that means I wanted to view the records which are associated to the contact. Now let's say here click on save as. I wanted to create a new report because this is another report which we have created lightning. Let's say cross object accounts with contact. Which accounts? Agriculture accounts. Agriculture accounts with contacts. Now click on save. Now let's click on the reports tab. Now we have created all the accounts which is in the public folder, right? Which is in the lightning agriculture. It is in the sales folder. Lightning agriculture accounts with the contact. It is also sales folder. Now by mistakenly you have assigned to the different folder. Now can I move that from one folder to another folder? You can update it. For example, here all accounts is into the public reports. Now this was by mistake. Assume that by mistakenly I have placed into the public reports. It's supposed to be in the sales folder. Now click on here. Let's click on move. Now we are saying that folder is sales folder. Select the folder. Now it is updated. What I did, I clicked on the move button. Click on the move button and then choose which one you wanted. Now here it is sales folder. Now select this sales folder and then you can move on to this. Now we have a 3 reports inside the sales folder. Now if I click on a created by me, all the created by me it is going to show. If I click on a private reports, what are the private reports are there, it is going to show. But whatever we have created, those are not private reports. Public reports, what are the public, it is specified as a public folder. Whatever it is specified as a public folder, those reports will be shown. If I say all the folder, it is going to show all the folders, all the reports. Now, if you want to click on all the folders, it is going to show all the folders here. Now here, I can click on all the folders. Let's say this. Here, I'll click on a favorite. Assume that lightning agriculture account is my favorite report. So I'll click on this favorite. Once I click on a favorite, now if I go to the all favorites, I can see that report into the all favorites. I can see that report into the all favorites. Right? That's about the cross object filter. Now take an assignment of it. Configure the tabular report to represent all account reports which are associated with few cases. You need to display the account records that are associated to the cases. Now the next one is row limit filter. Row limit filter. Row limit filter is by using this feature, we can restrict the number of records to display on the report. For example, to restrict the limit, we have a limit class, like example limit 3, limit 5, limit 10, right? Now, for example, let me go to my reports like created by me. Now let's take the all accounts. Let's take the all the accounts. Click on the edit. No, for example, now I'll sort it based on the industry. I'll sort it based on the industry. Now here I'll specify that in the filter we have a row limit. Click on add row limit. I wanted to add the row limit of 10 records. Now it will display the 10 records. Okay, how it is going to take a 10 records? Randomly it will take a 10 records. Randomly it will take a 10 records. So instead of a 40 records, I just wanted to see 10 records. So in that case, you can apply it. Now if you put a filter on this, now it is going to show the 10 records of prospect and this. Now if you put a filter on this industry, it is going to show what are the each record, the agriculture, all those things. If you put a filter on account name, from the sorting order, it is going to display the any 10 records. Any 10 records it is going to display. Now that is the row limit. Now for example, I have an annual revenue. Let's add the annual revenue. If you want to earn the revenue, you can add the revenue also. So just add the revenue. And for example, I wanted to display the sorting based on the annual revenue. Right? So it will top highest to it is going to display. So the assignment is configure the tabular report to represent the top 5 highest annual revenue customers. Top 5 highest annual revenue customers. This is the assignment. Let me know once you guys have taken the notes. Done? Okay. Now, so far what we have seen the tabular report. This is the tabular format report. Tabular format is in the form of rows and columns. In the form of rows and columns. Now, next one, let's go ahead and see how to create a summary report. How to create a summary report. So far, we have seen the tabular format, which is the rows and columns. Tabular format always display into the rows and columns. Now, let's go ahead and create a summary report. Reports. Now, save and close. Now, I need to create a new report. Let's take the account itself. Now let's take the account. Now here report, click on this report. It has only joint report, but I need a summary reports to be created. I need a summary reports to be created. Now click on this. Now, I do not have this. Now let me switch to the classic. Reports. Click on new report. Now let's select account. Click on new, create it. Now I can choose here tabular format to the summary format. Right, summary format is basically if you want to summarize anything, if you want to summarize, for example, I wanted to show all the accounts. Now created date is all time, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to sum the rating. I wanted to sum the rating. That means out of this 42 accounts, how many accounts does not have a rating? How many accounts has the hot rating? How many records has a warm rating? How many records has a cold rating? Right, this is based on the specific field. Based on the specific field, what we can do is we can create a summary report. So if you want to change this, now you can change it here. Rating is specifying the count. I just wanted to see the count. Now from the count, sorting order from the low level to the high level. So cold is the very low. Only 4 records are there. Rating hot, 10 records are there. Rating warm, 13 records are there. Whereas 15 records that does not have a rating at all. That does not have a rating at all. Now like this, you can sort it out. In case, for example, let's say this record. Let's say this is account, summary account. Summary account, click on this into the, let's place it into the folder that we have created, sales folder. Now this is a summary account. Now customize it. Now in the summary account, for example, I wanted to add a chart. Tabular format, we cannot add a chart. Only for summary format, we can add a chart. Click on the add chart. Now here it is going to show you the different type of charts. Only you can add a charts, whatever it is showing here. The first one is a horizontal bar chart and the next one is, which is a vertical bar chart, and the third one is line chart, and this is a pie chart, and this is donut chart, and this one we have a funnel chart, and the last one is scatter chart. Apart from this, you cannot create any other. For example, I wanted to create this pie chart. In this pie chart, I wanted to take the record count. I want to take the record count and the rating, and it should be the rating. And here, for example, what is the chart title? Let's say chart title is a rating chart. Rating chart, and then on top it is going to the display rating chart. Text format 12 pixel, right? If you wanted to change it to the 14 pixel, you can change it to the 14 pixel, right? So it is gets increased. Now background color, do you want to add any background color like a light red or it is just adding the background color? Like I'll say here from, I'll say from red to, no, from blue. Now these are the background color from the top to bottom, or else if you want left to right, you can apply the left to right from the red. So in case if you want a red one, if you want to take a yellow to blue, so you can apply the background yellow to blue. And this legend position, legend is nothing but this rating, whatever is there. Do you want to show in the right side or do you want to show at the bottom, or do you want it to show in the on the chart? On the chart. Let's say I wanted to show it on the chart. I wanted to show it on the chart. Now here it says you wanted to show the label. Now in case if you do not want to show the label, you can remove it or else you can add it. If you add here the bottom record count, the label is get shown. Now I do not want to show the record count, then remove the show label. Now this is combined small group into the others. Now if I uncheck this, right, nothing much different you will see. Now for example, if you wanted to add a values, now click on this here values. It says that this is the 8 records, 2 records, 3 records, 7 records. Or if you wanted to add a percentage, 8 records, 40 percentage, 2 records, 10 percentage, 3 records, 15 percentage, 7 records, 35 percentage. And also I wanted to enable the hover. Chart position above the report and how much size do you want? Medium size, click on OK. Now I have added the report. Now if I click on save and click on run report. Now on top of it, it will show this chart and then below you can see whatever the records are there. Now if you want to make this chart smaller, click on here small. Now it will show small. If you want a larger, you can click on the larger. Or if you want to edit the chart, you can edit the chart. You can edit the chart. Now for example, bottom, I do not want to display the record. I just want the count. Rating cold equal to 4, rating hot equal to 10, rating warm equal to 10, 13. I do not want the specific records. In that case, what you can do is click on this hide details. Click on hide details. If you click on hide details, it will just give you the count of the each pick list value. Cold 4 records, hot 10 records, and the warm 13 records. Blank 15 records are there. Blank 15 records are there. Now if you say that here show details, it will show the details. It will show the details. Check the rows to filter, then drill down by. Now in case if you wanted to drill down, now I wanted to drill down account name. Now it is going to, instead of a rating, I wanted to see the account name. Before it was a rating, but right now it is account. In case if I want a different value. Now if I want, for example, I want maybe active checkbox, drill down. So it is going to show how many records are active, how many records are deactive. Active is 24 records, deactive is 18 records, total 42 records. It is displaying the top 42 records. This is used to, in case if you want to change anything, you can use it. Now click on save. Save and run the report. Now, in case if you wanted to subscribe this report, you can subscribe it. Subscribe, what will happen is when you subscribe it, so what it does is when you subscribe a report, you can define the set of conditions to meet before sending the notification. That means I wanted to see the notification, the record count whenever it is greater than 40. Whenever the record count is greater than 40, I wanted to see I need to get a notification, so mobile notification or a chat notification, email notification, something I wanted to see. Now click on save. Click on save. That means every day it is going to send me 7 a.m. as soon as it says that record count is greater than 40. Every time conditions are met, it is going to send. Or only the first time conditions are met. In a day, only the first time condition is met, then send me the record. Click on save and run the report. Now I have subscribed it. Whenever it is more than 40, it is going to send me the email. It is going to send me the email. Now, here we have a run report. In the run report, click on this run report. Now we have subscribed it. As soon as I have subscribed it, I got an email saying that the condition you specified when the subscribing to this summary account has been made, record count is 42, which is greater than 40. And this is the report. So in the real time, managers would like to see. So if you know that your team is maximum 100 members or 1,000 members, anytime it crosses the 1,000 members, anytime it crosses the 1,000 members, then we wanted to immediately see the report or issues count. Now maximum we can, the issues that we are getting is 10 records. Now, in case if 10 count is crossing, that means lot of issues we are getting it. If it is greater than 10, immediately the manager gets updated saying that issues are more than 10, we have it in the system. Then immediately manager has to take a decision there. Right, these are the reports that we have. Now similarly here run report is run the report now or schedule a future runs. Schedule a future runs. In case if you wanted to do the schedule future runs, let me create a one more report. Let's go to the reports. Click on a new report. Now this time I'm going to create a opportunity. Opportunity, click on create. All the opportunities and let's say all time. These are the information, but I wanted to go for a summary report. In the summary report, I wanted to see stages. How many records are closed, prospecting need analysis closed. Now this is the information inside the prospecting. Inside the prospecting, I wanted to see age. How long this case is there inside the prospecting. The age is 19, 24, 67. Right, if I click on run report, now prospecting, in the prospecting, there are 9 records are there. In the prospecting, 9 records are there. Here 2 sortings are there. One is a stage, another one is a age. 9 records are there. These 9 records, 2 records are 19 age. That means from last 19, these records are stayed into the prospecting stage. There is a one record from 24 hours. From the 24 hours, it stayed in the, this is the record. From last 24 hours, it is in the prospecting. Now, there is a age is 67. So there is a one record which is having a 67 hours. The age is 72, age is 74. 74, there are 3 records are there. Age is 74, these are the 3 records. Now in the prospect, the first issue that I need to resolve is the first opportunity the team has to look at is wherever the age is greater than 70, that means which are the age is the highest, that opportunities we have to move immediately the next stage. So for that purpose, we have created this report. For this purpose, we have created the report. Let's say that this is a summary. And let's say age, stage, age. Now I'm going to create it here, sales folder. Click on save. Now we have created the summary stage age. Click on customize. And click on add report. Let's say I'm going to add a vertical chart. In the vertical chart, I wanted to add a stage and also group by age. So that means here for each stage, I can see how many records are 19 record, how many are there. Right, if you wanted to take the vertical, take the vertical, inside the vertical group by age. Now vertical is not right. Now let's take this by only. Now here it is a stage, and then group by is a age. This is in case if you wanted to add additional values, like a record count 74, right? In case if you wanted to add the count here. Now you don't know what is 74, what is 0, what is 19, you don't know. Now in that case, I wanted to add a record count, value record count, click on OK. And let's go to the formatting. This is a opportunity stage, and in this stage, I wanted to apply the background color, let's say from yellow to let's take a different color. It's not visible. Okay. So let's take this. Now, y-axis automatic or manual. Let's say automatic. Now I wanted to display this age at the bottom. Now I wanted to display age at the bottom and show y-axis. I wanted to show the y-axis values and hover and click on OK. Now let's click on a save and run the report. Now I can see prospect. In the prospect, 0, we have a 24 records, 19 records, 19 records are 2, 24 records are 1, and then I have a 67 records are 1, and the 72 records are 3, and then 74 records are 3. Total 9 records. In the prospecting, need analysis 4 records, and then decision is a 3. Like this, we can create an opportunity stage. Like this, we can create an opportunity stage. Click on save. Now here I wanted to schedule this future. I wanted to schedule this future. Now I wanted to schedule this report only to me. Daily it has to send, or you can say weekly. Weekly, Saturday it has to send me a report from the today to the next month. Assume that today to the next month. Now here save the report modification with this schedule and discard the report modification. In between, if there are any changes are happening, save the report and then include those changes inside the schedule. Now I'll say here save report schedule. Save report schedule invalid data. Please select the preferred time. Now let's select the preferred time here. Let's say 9 a.m. Click on save report schedule. Now my report is scheduled. Report is scheduled. If I wanted to know the report schedule, let's go here, search for a scheduled report. Scheduled job. Inside the scheduled job, you can see here summary stage age is created today, submitted today 9:33 a.m. Report run. Report run. So that means every month it is going to send me a report. Every month it is going to send me a report. So that is a report schedule. We can also do the report schedule. Any questions on the summary report? Now take a notes of summary report. This report allows us to group the report data into the various small groups. Now I have 42 records are there in the account. 42 records are, I can divide it into the small groups by adding the rating as a summary, right? So I can divide it into the small group based on the one column or a more columns. It supports the report data can be represented from the chart component. Also, we can see the chart component for this summary report. We can schedule a summary report to get the run based on the periodical interval. I can schedule a summary report to execute that report or send the report format to the managers every month. Now the use case is configure the summary report to represent the account record type by dividing them to the various group based on the rating field. You need to represent the account record type, dividing them various group based on the record rating field. So create the chart component to represent the report and then schedule the report to run on the daily basis for the next 1 year. This is the assignment. The use case is assignment. Take a notes of it. Okay. Subscription is based on the condition. Like whenever the record count is greater than 10 or whenever the record count is greater than 40, immediately I wanted to get an alert. That means we always want to maintain the defects or an issue should be below the 10. As soon as I see that issues we are receiving it above 10, I wanted to get the email alert. So that is not every time. I don't know when the record count will go above 10. It may not go above 10. Whereas scheduled is nothing but by this date, by this time, whatever the record count is there, I wanted to receive an email with the information. Clear? Okay, take in the notes. Okay. Now let's suppose, let me create another report here. Let's go to the lightning. Now, I have a summary account information is there. I have a summary account information is there which is displaying it. Right? This is in the lightning which is displaying it. This is in the lightning how it is displaying it. For example, I wanted to create a new report. Same, exactly same as this, but I wanted to create a new report. Let's create a save as. Let's say copy of it is coming as a copy of summary. Let's say summary all accounts. Click on save. Now, let's go to the reports. Let's open the summary, all accounts. And let's click on edit. Now, if you look at this, let me hide this chart. Let me remove the chart. Okay. Now, here I am going to add one more column which is called as a annual revenue. Which is called as annual revenue. And there is an annual revenue is added. Now, what do I need is basically I wanted to differentiate the customer. I wanted to differentiate the customer. That means the customer is, whoever is the customer is greater than 10,000. Or let's say which one is the highest. Let's say greater than 5 lakhs. If it is a greater than 5 lakhs, then I will say that this person is a premium customer. This person is premium customer. Or if it is a basic, like if it is a less than 5%, then I'll go for a premium customer. Then I'll go for premium customer. And in that case, if I wanted to create a field here, that means based on the annual revenue, I wanted to create another field here, which is called as a new field. Let's assume that customer type of the customer, whether this person is a premium customer or a basic customer, whether this person is premium customer or basic customer. I want that division. In case if you want that division, what we can do is usually we create a field in the object. We create a field in the object. But that field is just we needed for the report. I do not need a field for any other information. Only for report, I need a basic and premium. In that case, what we will do is we have a something called as a bucket field. We have something is called as a bucket field. We have something is called as a bucket. Add bucket column or add a bucket field or add a summary formula, add a row level formula, or if you want to remove it. In case if you wanted to add any column, if you wanted to add any column, but that column is not, data is not displaying from the object field. The data or the field is not displayed directly from the object. We have to customize it. We have to customize it. Now click on here, add bucket column. When I click on a add bucket column, it is going to give me the information. What is the bucket name you wanted? Right? Bucket name. Let's say that this is a customer type. This is a customer type. And I wanted to apply this onto the annual revenue. Annual revenue and bucket name is customer type. What is the condition that I wanted to place here? Let's assume that if it is a more than 30, if it is a less than or equal to, if it is a 50, let's say 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 or let's say $70,000. Less than $70,000. If it is a less than $70,000, then it is a basic customer. If it is a greater than 70,000, he is a premium customer. Now click on apply. Now you will see here one field, one column is get added here, which is a premium customer, which is a customer type, Now it is added here, premium, basic, right? Or premium, like this it is added. Now in case if you wanted to edit this bucket, now click on here, edit bucket. Instead of 70,000, let's say 2,000. 20,000, let's click on apply. We don't have anything below the 20,000. Okay. So here it is, we are getting the new column is get added here. New column is applied. That means I need a field to display the data in report. For that, I need not to create a field in the object. What I can do is directly I can create a bucket field here. Directly I can create a bucket. Inside this bucket, what is the criteria that you wanted? What is the criteria that you needed? That criteria you can place it and then you can show the information. Now if I click on run report, save, and let's run the report. Now it is going to show me the cold rating code. We have a 2 premium, 2 basics. And in the hot, we have a 3 premium and rest of them are basic. Similarly, warm rating warm 13, we have a 4 premium or some 6, 7, 8 premiums are there, rest of them are basic. Alright, like this it is going to display the who is the premium customer, who is the basic customer. In case if you have this criteria to divide in the customer type, you can just create a field into the report using the bucket field. Now here it says that if you do not need a record count, right now it is giving the record count total 42 and this is the amount it is giving. Now in case if you do not want the record count, what will do? You can switch off this record count. It will not show the record count. If you enable, it will show the record count. In case if you do not want the details row in the lightning, click on this details row. Now it is going to show you this information. In case if you want details, it is going to show all the information. And if you do not need a subtotal, I do not want subtotal here. Now just remove the subtotal. Grand total also, I do not want to see the grand total. Just remove the grand total. Just remove the grand total. Now this is entire information will be there. Now click on save. Now I can add a chart here. Let's add the chart. Now by default, it will show the horizontal in the lightning. But instead of horizontal, what I can do is, now I wanted to do the, okay, so let me edit this. Let me edit. Now inside the rating, I'll put the bucket field. Now here I have a rating. Now this rating is sort by record count. Let's say here customer type. It does not have anything. Okay. Fine. So let's go ahead and edit the chart here. Chart property. I wanted to go for a vertical. This is the column. Now here y-axis is sum of annual revenue. Instead of sum of annual revenue, let's take the count. Rating count. Now in case if you wanted to show the values, you can show it. Or if you wanted to measure anything. Now you can keep this information. Now let me run this and let's do it here. Okay, so here I have a 4-fold, hot, warm, and blank value. For example, the chart title, I wanted to add a chart title. Summary, bucket, right, rating, y-axis is rating. Now in case if only one option is available, because whatever is the group by is there, only that option will be available. Record count, how many records are there? If you want to show the references, you can show the references. In case if you wanted to show the references, let's say I'll add the references. Now this is the reference value. This is the reference value. Total 42 records we have. Total 42 records we have. Out of 42, 4 records are cold, 10 records are hot, 13 records are warm. And then measure. Now let's say reference value, I'll keep it here 42. Or else if you wanted to keep it here 20, I wanted. 20 is the maximum it can go. Right, and then measure, show the reference line or show the whatever the line is there, you can show the reference line here also. Let's say this reference line is, let's give 20, and let's give the plots as a line chart, plots as a secondary chart, plots as a secondary chart. That means it is going to give me the whatever the reference value is there, that reference value and the line chart and whatever it is available. Do you wanted to show in the right or a bottom? Let's say bottom I wanted to show. Bottom I wanted to show. So this is summary of annual revenue. This line is summary of annual revenue. This is a record count. Whatever this is there, this is the record count. Now for 4, what is the record count? Annual revenue is 9,80,000. For 10 records, it is 66,39,750. That's the reason it is a huge there. Now click on save. So this is how you create a bucket field. In case if you want a summary field, you can create a summary field also. You can create summary field also. Now in case if you want to sort by another value, let's say sort by. Now bucket field you cannot do sort ascending. Now it says sort ascending. But if I do sort ascending, only within that, within this particular code, within this particular code, it will do the ascending. And within the hot, it will do the ascending. For example, if I say descending, it will say what are in this. That means each block is a separate. Each block is separate. So it will apply the sorting only this block and below the block. And in case if you want to group by this field, group by this field, I want the group column for this field. And what happened? It is saying that group by this field. Group by this field. Now let's click on a chart. Now here it is group by customer type or a rating. Let's say customer type. Customer type. And the x-axis is record, and let's say summary of revenue. Record count. Or don't show the revenue. Click on. Revenue is, let's give it as a 40. Nothing changes. Okay. Now click on save. Now here, whatever the blue line is there, it is a customer type basic, and whatever this color is the premium customers. This is the premium customer 4 records. 4 records are there. And this is 7 records who are there. Like that, you can divide the premium basic sum of annual revenue. Any questions so far on this bucket? So today we have created the reports. In the reports, inside the folder, we have created one is Lightning Agriculture accounts with contact, Lightning Agriculture accounts, all accounts, summary stage, age, and the summary account, summary all account. Summary all account. These are the reports which we have created. So that's all for today. We will see tomorrow few more records and few more reports, and then today we have the seen the table format report and the summary report. Tomorrow we will see the matrix report and the joint report. Matrix report and the joint report. So that's all for today. I'll give you the trial head link